Well, folks, it's Tuesday afternoon, and it's a lovely day here in Sofia in Bulgaria. We are going to be taking these Halloween treats from here all the way to North Macedonia, which will be the final of delivery of Halloween treats in this happy Hauloween event. So that's kind of cool. We are going to be completing that. And how do we get out of here? We go over there, which is part of what we're trying to achieve today. But along the way, hello, mate. What you wanting? Yeah, I do. Just always takes the piss, that guy, doesn't he? So yeah, we're going to be passing through the town of Plymouth, and that's the final town that we've got to collect in the Balkans Explorer achievement. So we're going to be completing an event and gathering a rather big old achievement in today's episode. So yeah, lots and lots to do. Let's go and have a look at the map, see what we've got on the way. It's only 153 miles. It's going to be 4 hours 24 in game. But we are going to be dropping into Plymouth, which you can drive past on the way. We've never been down this road before. It's more or less this whole road is completely new to us, which is rather nice. We've got a viewpoint, as you can see there. We've got to go over this border crossing, which we've never actually been over, which is another really interesting one. There's rarely we have been to a border crossing we've not actually been through. There's another one just to the west of that we've not been through, but that will complete the event. And I have really enjoyed this road to the Black Sea part of the map. This DLC, there are so many really nice drives here. Surprisingly nice. There's you've got some really nice locations. Obviously Dracula's castle, but yeah, also things like the Iron Gates. That's a beautiful place to go. And that I think there was a photo op there there was a viewpoint there as well, wasn't there, where we went to that sort of, was it over the Carpathian Mountains, I think. And there was that sort of amazing vista. We've been through there a few times, so some really amazing views and driving, I think, in this particular DLC, which is I don't know. I'm a bit surprised about the variety as well. It's a hugely. What are you doing, man? I thought you were turning right there. Yeah, it's a hugely varied sort of landscape. This particular DLC. So we are going to go. We're just going to have to stick behind this guy. Ideally, I'd like to get past you, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen in a hurry. Anyway, folks, let's drive off down this route. We've got a few bits and pieces to talk about along the way. Obviously, Greece is so close now. It feels really close. 1.53 not far away, and there's a rework for Germany in there as well. The likes of Munich and Berlin are all going to be reworked. It's an exciting time to be playing this game for apps for sure. Am I in the right lane? I don't know. We will find out in due course, I guess. I suppose I can go. I think this just goes alongside it. I maybe should have been in the left-hand lane there, but I don't think it particularly matters because we can just presumably carry on down here. It's a bit of a weird one, this. I think this is kind of like what Zilla was talking about that they have in the US. I wonder what that is. Weird thing, like papier-mâché thing, where you've got these roads that run alongside the motorway. Yeah, that we can go up there. Okay, I'm gonna disappear away. We are able to get back up on the motorway. Just 3 hours 53 to go. So we'll probably come back when we are kind of getting near to our first kind of stop off in Plymouth in Western Bulgaria. So I'll see you there. Well, we're coming up to the turn off for Plymouth. There, you can just see it on the sat nav below us on the right side there. So that'll be good. We're needing a little bit of sleep, so maybe. I don't know whether we could potentially make it all the way there. Possibly we could. We've done a few drives to get to this point. One happy Hauloween drive, but then there was another one that. How do we do this? How do we turn left here? Can we turn left here? Yeah, we can. But then we had to do a couple of others just to get in the position to be able to kind of take a drive down in this direction. And one of these, I had the worst crash I've had. So if you remember, I've been having these. There we go, with Balkans Explorer complete. But I've been having these kind of these crashes, or these situations with my computer where I will be driving and then all of a sudden something will happen. I'll either go into OBS, or what started happening, I'm just getting like a pop-up, like a window will pop. One of my other windows will pop up, not some virus or anything, but I had that happen, and it was just on this sort of rather smallish road, so there's cars coming in the opposite direction, but it was quite a fast road, so I went into this lorry full pelt, completely destroyed the truck, 99% damage on the truck. There's nothing you can do about that really, so we had to get towed to the new location, to that city, so we didn't get to finish that one, but yeah, we did then drive from there to Sofia, and that went fine without a hitch. But yeah, that's the first time it's really affected me, that problem, with a sort of serious outcome. We've had issues where we've kind of come off the road a little bit, or a few other bits. What's going on here? I think I need to go back that way. Right. So we've got, well, the Balkans Explorer is done, and we're going to just pick up this one here, which is our viewpoint in Plymouth. I wonder what this is going to be. The Steelworks of Plymouth. Okay. So presumably this is a steel town like Sheffield. Let's have a look. I mean, at the minute, I'm not seeing much evidence of the steelworks, and unless it's that kind of those towers behind the trees. It could show us a bit of a better view. Ah, there we go. Oh wow, look at that! Is that part of the factory? I mean, is this suggesting the factory is that old, or is that just a facade in front of it? Yes, no, it's just a facade in front of the factory, isn't it? But that looks pretty impressive. I don't suppose we can drive down there. Looks like, oh, there we go, it's just on the right there. Is there a route through there, do we think? I wonder. What I have noticed about this particular DLC, there's a lot of roads that look like they could be hidden roads. Loads of them. I saw one, I was certain about it. There was nothing in front of it, but it wasn't. There was an invisible wall. So yeah, there's a lot of those sort of roads in this particular DLC. I haven't looked at which roads. Can we go down there? Should we give it a go? I think what I'll do, I'm going to leave my truck here just in case, because it's going to be much easier to deal with. Right, we'll come out here. You're not coming out there, right? Oh no, we can't. Okay, turned out there was no way in, unfortunately, but are you going to let me go? I think one really interesting thing about the lorry, maybe I just need to use my mirrors better on that side, but yeah, I think, or maybe I just need to actually position them better as we were shown in the first thing. I think perhaps we're not actually seeing what that, but you struggle to see out that right hand window, not just because we've got a big fat dog in the way, but because, you know, the cab is so big that you can't actually look right. So maybe it is about having your mirrors correctly positioned, and that's the problem, rather than just a general design fault of all trucks in the world. Right, well, we've seen Plymouth, we've seen the steelworks of Plymouth. If anyone knows anything about that, please let me know. Got a few bits and pieces in the comments that I wanted to go through, and we'll do that as we sort of wend our way to Skopje. So we'll carry on, and hopefully I will see something along the way. I did not know this existed. I've just found this, and you can see all of the cities that you've got. You're not discovered, the viewpoints where they all are, so in the different places. That's really cool. That's really, really cool. I didn't know that existed. I was looking at the map, wasn't I? So we've got a big old route to go down. I suspect we're going to see something rather cool here, so I'm probably going to come back as we're sort of heading into North Macedonia. There's sleep opportunities in a variety of places. I don't think that's going to be a big issue, so I think we'll wait until we get the message that we're tired. I think that probably makes sense. Anyway, folks, I'll see you all in a little bit as we're, once we're actually into North Macedonia. So I can just see the flag of North Macedonia up in front of us. It was a really tight little turn into this border crossing. There was one of those X-ray things that we had to go through, but it was so tight. I mean, if you had a particularly long truck, you would have no chance. But here we go. Checking our documents. I mean, do you ever have a situation where the documents are not correct? What would that? Is that if you, I don't know, if you're not supposed to go via that route, perhaps? Does that happen? Has anyone actually experienced that? I certainly haven't. But yeah, it'd be interesting to know what has gone wrong for you that you were not expecting at a border crossing. In game. But if you want to give us a real life story, let us know. Still scanning the documents. So yeah, we left the dual carriageway a little while back, and we kind of drove up into the hills as we sort of headed in towards this border crossing, and now I think we are officially in North Macedonia, which it's a fairly nice country to drive around. Actually, I've enjoyed the other parts of it I have driven around so far, but we must keep an eye out because we may have this is roads that we've not been on in this the West Balkans DLC. And we know they had a whole bunch of hidden roads in this particular DLC. I'm hoping they're going to have loads more in Greece. I've not seen a confirmation of that, but I'm looking forward to looking around and finding out. But as you can see, yeah, very, very nice, interesting terrain. Perhaps not the most exciting landscape in the world, but it does look pretty good. I feel like something's coming over here. We've got look at that. Looks pretty nice, this, doesn't it? On a nice summer's day. It's all good, folks. So that's what we've got left ahead. Let's talk a little bit just while we're driving through this, as we might see something fun along the way. A couple of the things that were mentioned in the comments, so big thank you to those people who commented. And yeah, as always, if you are new to the channel or don't comment often, or you're new to this series and this is the first time you watch something, drop a comment down below. Let me know something about the game that you enjoy. Where's your favourite part of the ETS? Where's your favourite part of this particular DLC? The Road to the Black Sea DLC. But yeah, Kim Reinkinen let me know which of the trucks I still have to find. I don't know, he must be keeping track somehow, because he knows every time he answers. I don't know how he does that, because I find that really hard to find out. But he must have gone back and either watched a load of my episode or keeping notes on me or something. But it is a Renault is the missing truck. But as was mentioned by GT Gaming, and thank you very much for this comment, apparently in 1.53, as we've just yawned there, but in 1.53 they will be putting in a some upgrade to the Volvo trucks. So he reckons, or she reckons, I'm not sure which, that it's well worth holding on just because of that, and we'll see what the upgrade looks like for our Volvo. So that's the plan, I think. Thank you for that. So we'll definitely be doing that, but we're holding on until 1.53, have a look at what the upgrade looks like, and then we'll move over to the final truck, which is the Renault, and that will give us, when we get 999 kilometres in that will give us the test driving limited DLC achievement. And I did notice that Zilla has just got that. I saw that pop up on Steam because we're friends on Steam. So he's just got that achievement. But I haven't watched the episode yet to confirm that. Oh Christ! We've had a thing. We've got. Oh Christ! No! We had a thing happen. That's what I'm talking about. It just. I got thrown out. I got thrown out of the game. Couldn't get back in. And yeah, and there we go. So it's really hard, that is, because there's no, I don't know why it's happening. I have no idea why it's happening, but I think it's a little bit frustrating when it happens. Thankfully we didn't fall over or anything, but if anyone's got some advice on how to stop that happening, or what it might be, I mentioned it before. It did stop for a little while, it seemed, but now it's just kind of seems to be appearing again. I don't know what the reason is. The other thing I wanted to mention was as we've gone red actually with our sleep, so we definitely need to sleep here. Is a comment from Megatron-Aception, who was talking about the comment I made about, or the quiz question I had about Timisoara, the Romanian city, being the first city in Europe to have electric streetlights. I was sort of saying that seemed quite surprising to me. Oh. And he said, actually, it's maybe not as surprising as you think, because he is in New Zealand, and he was telling me that there was a little town in the west coast of New Zealand which is famous for exactly the same thing. A town called Reefton was the first town in New Zealand that had electric streetlights. It's a tiny little town, and again, no one. It's got no other claim to fame. That's it. So, looks like this is a kind of thing that happens, but I've no idea why that's the case. I kind of wondered whether it was kind of a local entrepreneur who's kind of pushing it, or whether they kind of use it as kind of a test case. I think we need to go to that one up there. We can't go to the garage one, can we? Unless we own the garage. So what do you reckon? Why do you reckon it's not one of the big cities that have done a region of a big city? Is it just because it is a test for, for the big city? Because they don't want to screw it up in the big city, do they? I think we're going to turn right here, and we should be all right. Right, here we go. Just about got here without falling asleep. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We've got a little warning that the vehicle has malfunctioned, but hopefully it's not too badly damaged. The little warning thing looks like it's not horrific. The whole thing isn't red, so we could go up there actually. Right, just fix the truck. 34,000 euros. So pretty expensive for that computer related accident. I take no responsibility for it. Nice little tight bit of turning I had to do there to actually Ensure I didn't do anything silly. Whoa, we're going this way. We're going this way. We're going this way. Oh Christ! There we go. All good. Right, so just 17 miles to go to get there. So I'll see you in a little bit when we arrive at our destination, and that will be Happy Hauloween Event done. And we've managed to do a fair few of these events, which is pretty good. See you in a bit. So here we go, we're into Skopje, capital city of North Macedonia. We'd been here before. In fact, I did a whole episode, I think, called North Macedonia, as I was talking about earlier. So definitely been this way, and I think there's only 2 locations that you can visit in the country. Be interested to see whether, you know, they actually look to expand on this once they kind of reach the kind of end of Europe and all the DLCs they can upgrade. Do they then look to kind of expand out what they've done in some of the other places, maybe some of the old DLCs? You look at the likes of the going east. I mean, the cities are very far apart in that, and there's definitely, I feel, space to maybe make that a little bit more detailed, perhaps. I don't know what people think. I think someone else mentioned what one possibility is just making ETS2. What are people's thoughts about that? If you've got all the DLCs, would you be just interested in a just a new game and you know, go at that one fresh, or would you rather than just keep building on this fantastic game that they've got here? Do you think it would be a mistake to do that? Right, security check passed, and in we go. We drop off our stuff, and this will be the Happy Hauloween event completed. I did look at the 90, but it looked so complicated, I decided against it. So we'll drop this off here. They got there. I don't know why they need a big load of Halloween treats, but you know, we don't question why these things are required. We just do our job. Here we go. Event should be done. Fairly successful job. Yes, we had the damage penalty, but there's nothing we could do. We've upskilled to level 36, working towards level 40 King of the Road. I think that's when everything is done. I mean, there's nothing more you can add on, really, is there? I mean, how do you get up to level 40? You don't actually get anything, or do you get like bonuses once you've completed everything there? Let me know. Yes, we can see Happy Halloween is complete, and we've got a few hours. So 17th of November, 23:59 UTC. I'm not entirely sure what time that's whether that's 1 o'clock or 11 o'clock for me, but it's fine. We're well ahead of that. It's about 7 o'clock today as I'm doing this, or maybe 8 o'clock. I'm doing it just after the England match. England won 5-0 against Northern Ireland, Republic of Ireland, so that was fun. So we've done our personal goals. Pretty pleased with that. And yeah, there we go. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. If you're wondering what we're going to be doing next up, well, it all depends on when Greece drops, but if it doesn't, I do want to go back and have a go at the reversing part, or the reversing challenges in the Driver Academy. If we get through that and Greece still hasn't dropped, well, we'll come back to the road to the Black Sea, and we'll work towards the Along the Black Sea achievement, which is 4 deliveries across the coast, up the coast of the Black Sea, so Turkey, Bulgaria, Romania, and we'll have a look at doing that. But for now, we'll leave it, and if you did enjoy it, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.